What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create an e-commerce website. So the website I'm going to show you how to make has an awesome sleek design. I'm going to show you how to change these backgrounds, how to change the text, all of the colors, how to change your buttons, and I'm going to show you how to create your very own products with the product images. I'm going to show you how to make sale items, as well as show you how to create product categories for these drop downs so you can shop men, women, and so on. I'm going to show you how to create your My Account page and set up your cart. And I'm also going to show you how to make your own logo for your website. And you don't need any software to do it. And I've also included a latest product section as well as a sale product section. I'm also going to show you how to change these banners, change this video, as well as the counter, and set up your own custom footer. So without further ado, my name is Dale McManus. I'm a web developer, a YouTuber, and I love to make awesome websites, and I'm here to teach it to you. So think of me as your spirit guide through this tutorial. I'm going to show you step by step what to do to come out of this with an awesome e-commerce website. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. So before we begin, let's just give this site a little demo. So if you wanted to go onto this site and shop by men, you could just click on shirts under men and shop by shirts. And if you click on it, it comes up with this awesome pop-up that allows you to select different colors or sizes, and you're able to add them to your cart. I'll also show you how to make these items go on sale. I'll show you how to set up your cart page so that you can add or subtract quantities of items from your cart, and I'll even show you how to do cross-sells and upsells, which is just how to promote different products before your customer checks out. I'm going to show you how to change all of these buttons, as well as their backgrounds, all of the colors, and every customization that you could think of. I've also already custom coded these sections so that your sale products automatically show up down here, as well as your latest products automatically get added up here. I'm also going to show you how to use an awesome page builder called Elementor to build your own pages. It's a drag and drop software, and it's super easy to use. And the best part, this website is also 100% mobile and tablet responsive. So no matter how much you resize it, everything perfectly fits within the window on your phone. I also created a custom template for Elementor that you can download in order to get the look and the style of this website. So before we begin, we're just going to need a few things first, and I'm going to show you how to get them. So first, you're going to need a domain name, and a domain name is a must-have. You really can't have a website without this. So normally this is about $12 to $13 in a year, but I partnered up with HostGator and got an awesome discount for you guys for this. It'll be about $4.99 instead. So in case you don't know what a domain name is, let me explain it. So every website has an IP, and that's just a random string of numbers. So when you register and purchase a domain name, it's kind of like saving your home address as home into your phone. It takes this ridiculous set of numbers and assigns them a very simple name that you can type in anytime you want to go there. Okay, and you're also going to need web hosting. Web hosting is also a must-have. Normally it's about somewhere between $7 to $10 in a month. But again, with this discount that I'm going to provide you, it's going to be somewhere around $2 to $7 in a month, depending on which plan that you choose. So if you don't know what web hosting is, let me explain that too. Web hosting is just a service that allows you to rent space on the internet, fill it with all of your media, and go live. Much like renting space out of a shopping center if you wanted to open up a shop. So when you want to start a website, all of your text, pictures, buttons, and so on have to be stored on a server somewhere that's connected to the internet. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And web hosting companies have buildings filled with these servers. They also provide you with design software, security, and support. Next, you're going to need to install WordPress, and this is also free. WordPress is just what we're going to use to design our website. And number 4, we're going to need to activate a new theme, and this is a free theme called Ocean WP. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so step number 1 is to secure a domain name and web hosting plan. Alright, so to do this, just go over to HostGator.com, and you'll see this page pop up. Just click on web hosting. And HostGator is an awesome company. I've been using them for a while. I actually use them for all of my websites. They are quick, easy, and affordable, and they also have awesome customer service. And If anyone reads my about page on my website, I am all about no BS. So I'm not going to pitch you anything that I don't actually use myself. And I use HostGator for all of my websites. Alright, so once we're on this page, we're just going to scroll down and you'll see the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. The baby plan is best if you have multiple domains. You see it comes with unlimited domain names for that web hosting plan. And business plan is best for if you're pulling in a lot of money with your website. You might want to consider switching. There's a lot of awesome tools in the business plan that'll really help. But for the sake of this lesson, and if this is your first e-commerce site, we're going to go ahead and select the hatchling plan. Alright, so now that you're on this page, you can enter in your domain name. And if you already have a domain name, you can just click on this tab right here. So if this is an e-commerce site, I wanted to do my last name. A lot of people do last names as kind of like a luxury brand sort of thing. But my last name is taken. So if I put in my last name.com, you'll see it'll tell me it's unavailable. And it'll suggest all these other ones. And, you know, .club, .site. I highly recommend sticking with a .com if you can. That's what legitimizes your website, and a lot of people don't go to they don't think to type in .site, for instance. So what I'm going to do is switch around a couple letters in my last name and do mcmason.com, which is available. And you want to make sure that domain privacy protection is checked. I highly recommend doing this. I did not do this on the first website that I ever bought, and my phone got bombarded with solicitors trying to sign me up for their plan to design my website and all this other nonsense, literally like 10 phone calls a day. It was awful, so I highly recommend checking that. It's only $1.25 extra a month, so you really should do it. So that is checked. We're going to go down to choose a hosting plan, and we are on hatchling, which is correct. And here is where you can choose your plan. So the more months that you do, the less it is. So you can see $275 here versus 1 month, which is $10.95. All of these will actually be lower than they are because I worked out an awesome deal with HostGator. I met up with those guys and told them what I was doing, and they put together an awesome coupon code that will save you, at the time I'm recording this, about 60%, depending on which one of these plans you pick. So I highly recommend going with the 12 months because you're buying your domain name for 12 months, so you might as well buy your hosting plan for 12 months too. Or if you want to commit to the 36 and save even more money, that is great. But for the sake of this lesson, I'm just going to go with the 1 month, just so I can show you guys how to sign up for this and get your website going. So now just create a username, which for me is just going to be my name, and enter in a PIN. And now you can enter in all of your billing info. So you can also pay with PayPal or credit card. So I'm going to put all of this information in right now. Alright, so scroll down and you will see add additional services, and at the top you'll see assure safety to your visitors, and that's included free. This is an SSL certificate, and what this is this little secure tab up on the top of your website, and it lets people know that this is a safe website. You're not going to scam them, especially if you have an e-commerce website. I highly recommend leaving this checked. HostGator will do it all for you. It's pretty awesome. So we can also go down and uncheck protect your site from hackers, uncheck get your professional email, back up your hard work, and so on. We don't need these things right now. If you want, I have other videos on my site that show you how to get some of these things for free. Sorry, on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. And now we can go down and enter in our coupon code. So it'll say something like shared 366 or some sort of number. Just delete that and you can type in create a pro website. So this discount code is my affiliate link with HostGator, and they really hooked it up. At the time I'm recording this, it saves you about 60% depending on what plan that you choose. And this coupon code also gets me a commission, which helps fund these free tutorials and videos that I put out. So it's a win-win for everybody. So once that's put in, you can hit validate, and you can see our price just dropped. So instead of a $15 domain name, it's now $4.99. And our plan per month also went down. So again, if you choose the 12 months, this will be more like a 60% discount. Regardless, it drops you from 40 down to 27. for this current plan. So once that's done, we can agree to the terms and just click checkout now. Alright, cool. So it says payment completed, get ready, we're setting up your account. So you just gotta let it build for a second. Alright, and here we are. So now that you're in the HostGator customer portal, which is also called your cPanel, you can now go up to the hosting tab. So once you're in hosting, just confirm that your hosting account is on your new domain name right here. And the next thing that we want to do, which is step number 2, install WordPress. Simply put, WordPress is just a software that you use to design and publish your website or your blog. WordPress is by far the most popular website builder on the market, and it powers about 30% of the internet. WordPress comes with over 11,000 different themes that you can choose for your website, and also over 55,000 widgets and plugins to help you optimize the functionality and the tools on your website. And WordPress is free. It's an open source software, so there's tons of developers all over the world working on it every day to make it better. So to install WordPress, just go over to WordPress one-click installation down here. And now just select your domain name and leave this empty and click next. And just give your site a title. I'm just going to say McMason admin. I'm going to put my first and last name. First name, last name, and then the same email. Then just agree to the terms and click install. Cool, now WordPress is installing. And now it's done. So first thing you want to do before anything else is to copy all of this information right here and put it somewhere, write it down, copy it over to a notes section, whatever you need to do, because you are going to need this ridiculous password later and you're going to be happy that you saved it. So now just go ahead and click login. And you're brought to this site because once you purchase a new domain name and hosting plan, basically HostGator needs to send this new domain out across the entire world to let it know that it exists, so that every DNS, every server can go and find it. So while this is happening, it takes about 2 hours at the most. They say it could take up to 24 hours. I've never actually had it take any longer than maybe 20 minutes. So in about 20 minutes, could be 2 hours, come back and we will pick up where we left off. Alright, so we're back. And the way to check on your website is to just type in your new domain name. And you will be brought to this page whenever it's ready. So that's awesome. Instead of logging in to WordPress through this admin login button, the way that you should get used to logging in is by going up to the top and just typing in /wp-admin after your domain name and then clicking enter, because this page is going to go away once you publish your website. Alright, so cool, now we can log in, and we're going to log in using that ridiculous password that I told you to save from earlier and your username. So my username was just my name, and that password, let's just copy and paste that and just click login. Bam, there we are in the WordPress dashboard. It looks a little daunting right now, but we are going to clear up all this nonsense on the dashboard. So just go ahead and dismiss. You can dismiss this ad. Just literally click out of everything, close everything up. Bam. So that's what we want it to look like. Nice and clean. Now, step number 3 is to reset your WordPress password. This is an important step because you don't want to use that ridiculous password that you had to save from earlier every single time. You want to create something that you can remember. So in order to do this, just go down to Users, go to All Users, and just click on your name. And scroll all the way down to the bottom of this page and you can see New Password, and just click Generate Password. And delete that ridiculous one that they give you automatically, and you can create your own. So I'm just going to create my own now, and then just click on Update Profile. And that's it. Pretty simple. Now you can use that new password anytime you want to log on to WordPress. And remember to use your domain name /wp-admin. Alright, so step number 4 is to activate a new theme and page builder. A lot of people get confused between a theme and a page builder because they are pretty similar, but I'm going to explain the difference right now. So a theme is usually just what determines the look and the style of your website. But in this case, we're using a page builder to edit this home page. So really, the theme that we're going to get is strictly just for the header, which is this whole white section here at the top. And the page builder is what builds all of this content down below that's in between the header and the footer. And even then, we're still going to use a page builder to do this footer as well. So let's go get ourselves our theme. We're going to be using a free theme called Ocean WP. So in order to get this theme, just go over to Appearance and click on Themes. And I'm just going to close out of this so it's a little bit cleaner. And we can click on Add New Theme. And you can see there's all these different themes that WordPress is suggesting for us. You can search by popular, latest, all that stuff. But we're going to be using Ocean WP, which is an awesome theme, and it's free. If you would like to use a paid theme, which paid themes have a lot of advantages. They're way more customizable with almost every aspect. And my favorite paid theme to use, and it's well worth it, is called Divi. Divi has a drag and drop builder, much like what we're going to use today, but just a little bit more powerful. It's very beginner friendly, so I highly recommend this if you would like to spend the money on a theme. It's about $89 right now, I think. So I spent days looking through free themes and testing them out for this e-commerce tutorial, only to find out that there was really no good free themes out there that would give you the customization that I wanted you to have. And what I came to was using Ocean WP and using a page builder to build the whole home page for you, and I made it into a template that you can just download. So it's very simple to use, and I'll show you how. So first, we're just going to need to install Ocean WP. And now you can just activate it. Alright, cool. So now it's activated, and you can see there will be a notice up here, this yellow one, that says this theme recommends the following plugins. And it says Elementor, which is the page builder that I was talking about, so we're going to need that. Ocean Demo Import and Ocean Extra. These are just extra features to this theme, which I highly recommend getting those as well. So you can just click on Begin Installing Plugins, and it will install all three of those. So just click on all three, go to Bulk Actions, Install. Hit apply, and that will now install all of those plugins, and there it goes. So if you don't have that notice at the top and you need to download those plugins, all you have to do is go down to Plugins and go to Add New. And you can just search in the search bar right here for Elementor. Click search. And you can see Elementor Page Builder right here. I already have it activated, but you'll see an Install Now button there, so you can just click that. So now that we've activated the theme and our page builder, you can just go up to your title here and click Visit Site. I'm just going to open it up in a new window. So you can see our site here is pretty boring, but we are going to fix that in a couple steps from now. So step number 5 is to install WooCommerce. So first, before we do any customizing with the homepage, we need to set up WooCommerce. WooCommerce is just a plugin that allows you to create products and product categories, set prices, do all the fun stuff with e-commerce. It's what adds the e-commerce to your website. So let's go download it. So just go back to the dashboard and go down to Plugins, go to Add New, and we're just going to go to the search bar and type in WooCommerce. And now you'll see WooCommerce, it's the first one. It's got over 1 million active installations. So let's just install that and activate it. Alright, cool. So we just activated WooCommerce, and we are also going to go into Plugins, Add New again, and we're going to activate Stripe. So Stripe is what allows people to enter their credit card information to pay for products. So I'm going to show you how to set up PayPal and do Stripe so that people can pay either way. So to get Stripe, just type into the search bar Stripe, and you'll see WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway. Just click Install and then click Activate. And it's got 400,000 active installations, so you know it is not a sketchy plugin. And cool, so that's done as well. Now you can ignore this following theme recommends these plugins, and now I'm just going to go through the WooCommerce settings in order to show you everything that you need to configure. So just go to WooCommerce and click on Settings. Okay, so I'm going to go through all these different tabs, and first one is General. So in General, you've got your store address, so I'm just going to put in whatever my store address is. Now, selling locations, you can determine where you want to sell to, so all countries except for, and you could type in whatever country that you don't sell to. Or you could do specific countries if you've only got a few and you want to put those in and not do except for every single country, so it'll save you some time. In this case, I'm going to put select all countries, sell to all countries. Shipping location, so ship to all the countries you sell to, or you can determine ship to specific countries only. Same thing as selling. So default customer location, I would keep that as geolocate. So there's a few other options here. Geolocate will search their IP address and determine where exactly they are. So I would keep it there. You can enable taxes for this if you'd like. I'm not going to get too far into that. Coupons, yeah, we want to use coupons. If you don't, you can uncheck that. Our currency, I'm going to put that as US dollars. So USA, let's just try dollar. And let's just go down to United States dollar. Currency, you can determine whether the dollar sign is going to be on the left, right, or so on. It's always on the left in US dollars, so I'm leaving it on the left. Same with the thousand separator, decimal separator, and so on. I'm going to keep that as a comma and a period. And then just click Save Changes. Cool, now we can go up to products. So in products, the first thing we've got is our shop page, which we don't have one yet. So let's go ahead and just make one now. So just go over to Pages, which is up top, go to Add New, and just type in Shop. And we're just going to scroll down and make sure that our content layout in the OceanWP settings is at a full width. And just click Publish. Cool. So now let's go back to WooCommerce, go to Settings, and go back to Products. And now select your shop page. We'll just click Shop. We will be able to edit that page later, but for now we're just going to assign it here. So add to cart behavior, you can redirect to the cart after a successful addition. That'll take them away from any other products they might want to buy, so I don't recommend doing that. And under measurements, we're going to put in how we want to weigh and measure our products. So US, I'm just going to do pounds. And dimensions, I'm going to do inches. So if you're on the metric system, you can put in kilograms or centimeters, whatever you want to use. And here we can do enable reviews, and reviews are just what somebody can type in to rate your product. And the product ratings down here, they can also leave a star rating, so 1 through 5 stars. I'm assuming your product is going to be awesome, so I'm going to leave enable star rating on and reviews. And you can also do show verified owner label, so they have to be a verified owner. They have to sign up in order to actually leave a verified review. So if you want to do that, you can enable reviews can only be left by verified owners. But I am not going to do that. I just want anyone to do it. I just hope some guy comes along and rates my product 5 stars so that other people will buy it. So now we're going to go up to tax. Oh, sorry. So it's going to say, do you want to leave site? Changes may not be saved. Click cancel, go down, save changes. Almost forgot that. Now go over to tax. And here you can determine all of your tax information. I'm not going to get too far into that, but you can tell it whether you want to enter prices inclusive of tax or exclusive of tax. You can tax it based on their shipping or billing address and so on. So now I'm just going to click Save Changes one more time and go up to shipping. And here you can add a shipping zone. So if you would like to put in wherever your products are coming from, you can enter that in here. But for now, I'm going to move on because I don't have an actual manufacturer yet. And I'm going to go to payments. And now you can determine how people will pay. So this is where I told you about PayPal and Stripe. So we are going to enable PayPal, and we are also going to enable Stripe, which is the credit card. So if anyone has a credit card, they can enter in their information, and you'll just want to run the setup for both of these. So it'll ask you about your information, it'll hook up your PayPal account, and with your credit card account, you'll have to create an account with Stripe. so that the money can be sent to your account and then you can transfer it to your bank. So this is an important step if you actually want to get paid for the products that you're selling. Cool, so click Save Changes and go up to Accounts and Privacy, and you can do Guest Checkout, which I would allow. Account creation, so if you want people to be able to make an account on your website so that returning customers can have all their information saved, you can do that. So you can do allow customers to create an account during checkout. You can also allow customers to create it on their My Account page, which I'm going to show you how to set up later. So you can also set up a privacy policy, and you can just create a page for that and then select it in this drop down. I don't have one right now. You can actually Google how to write up the correct privacy policy page for whatever your industry is. And if you go down, this will determine how long you want to keep your customer's personal information. So let's say after a year, if they haven't bought anything, you can determine that here and it'll get rid of their information. Or if you want to keep it indefinitely, you can just leave it all unchecked. So I'm just going to leave that unchecked and click Save Changes. And we can go up to emails now. Okay, so now that we're in email, you can see that if we get a new order, it'll go to our email. If somebody cancels an order, it'll go to our email, as well as failed. And the rest is what goes to the customer. So if we put an order on hold, refunded it, yada yada, all this stuff right here. And you can manage them and change the emails just by clicking on Manage. And if we go down, you can see that now we can determine who the order is coming from. So if we're sending an email to a customer, we've got our company name here. You can change it if you want. And you can put in a whole email template here with an image and text and all that stuff. But I'm not going to get too far into that. It's pretty self-explanatory. So click Save Changes. And just go up to Advanced, last but not least. And from here, we can determine our cart page and checkout and my account and so on. So step number 6 is to add new pages. Okay, so in order to add these pages in, we're gonna have to create them. So let's go back to Pages and go to Add New. All right, so we are just gonna call this one Cart. And what we need to do is add a small shortcode here that'll allow WooCommerce to put in some tools on the cart page for our customer. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So just type in open square bracket WooCommerce underscore cart close bracket. Pretty short and simple. Wouldn't really even call that coding. And just scroll down and change the content layout from default to full width. And that is very important. Do not forget that. And then just scroll up and publish. Then go to Add New. And we're going to do my account, and then shortcode is open bracket WooCommerce underscore my underscore account. Pretty simple. Scroll down and make sure you change the content layout to full width, and then go up and publish and click Add New. And while we're here, we'll also do a terms and conditions. I'm not going to go too far into that with creating that, but you might as well make it while you're here. Just click Publish. And again, Add New. And we'll do a privacy policy as well. Click Publish. Okay, so let's go back to WooCommerce and go to Settings. And we can go back to Advanced. Okay, so now we're just going to put in the cart in the cart page. We didn't do a checkout. We'll do my account and terms and conditions. And here you can also force a secure checkout. So they need that SSL certificate on their page to be able to check out. But I'm going to leave that unchecked and just go down to Save Changes. Alright, and to show you what I'm talking about, you don't actually have to do this part. I'm just going to show you. If I were to click on my account on our website, it would then take me to my account page, and these are the tools I'm talking about. So you've got your orders, your downloads, etc. And again, if you go to cart, you've now got your cart page. It's currently empty right now, but these tools in here will allow you to add or subtract things from your cart. So that was how to add new pages. So you don't just have to add customer tools pages. You could also do an about us page or a new collections page. It could be literally anything. All right, so let's move on to a fun part. Now we're gonna do step 7, which is customize your website. I'm gonna show you how to get your home page set up with all your images and your text and your buttons, show you how to change fonts, all that fun stuff. So let's jump in and do that. So in order to customize a home page, we got to make a home page. So just go to Pages and then go to Add New. And we're just going to call this Home Page. Then you're just going to scroll all the way down to the Ocean WP settings down here. And we are going to make this a full 100% width in the content layout. And then just go to Header. And we're gonna disable that top bar. Top bar is just this little tiny bar at the top where you can put some extra widgets. We don't really want it. And we're also gonna go to title, and we are going to disable the page title. So we don't want our home page to say home page on it. Now just go up to publish. And once that's published, just go up to your name up here, your site name, and go to visit site. Alright, so here we are, and WordPress writes up this automatic post called Hello World, and it sets that as your automatic homepage. So we have to tell WordPress to go reset to our new homepage. So just click on Customize up here. Alright, and we're just going to go down to Homepage Settings, and we're going to tell it to be a static page. And it's going to say Homepage. We're going to want to select our homepage page. And now we have our new homepage container, and what we're going to do is build our homepage with Elementor. And again, I have a free template for you guys, so all you have to do is just replace the pictures, replace your text, and so on. It's really easy. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So go ahead and click Publish. So first what we need to do is upload the template. So we're just going to click on this X, and we're going to go back to our dashboard. And we're going to go all the way down to Elementor and then just go to My Templates. And we're just going to click on this Import Templates button at the top. And then just choose the file. And again, I provided this template for you, so if you haven't downloaded it, go download it. And it's right here, Elementor Templates, eCommerce, and we're going to click on Home Page. And then Import Now. Alright, cool. So we just imported our new home page template. So now just go back up to your site name and click Visit Site, and then just click Edit with Elementor. Alright, so this is Elementor, and this is the drag and drop page builder, and what we're going to do is add our template here. But first, before we do that, I just want to show you, you can grab all of these different widgets. So if you click on this plus sign and you create a new row or structure, you can now add stuff to that box. So if you wanted, you could click on this Rubik's Cube thing up here, and you can add a heading, and you can change the color, you can change the font, everything about it. You can add widgets, you can add buttons, all sorts of stuff. And you just drag them in, and you can see there's like a blue line whenever you are going to place it above or below something. So that's pretty cool. And you can just delete by clicking this X. But like I said, I have everything built for you. So just click on this Add Template button and go over to My Templates. And now you can see the template that we just imported. So click Insert. And it'll ask you if you want to import the document settings. Just click Yes. And here we go. So this is the page I built for you. There's no pictures on it yet, but I'm going to show you how to add all of those pictures, replace the text, buttons, and so on. So let's get started. So first, we are just going to right click within this main section. So you've got this main container, and then you've got these widgets inside of it. So we're just going to click right in here and click Edit Section. That was a right click, by the way. And we're just going to change the background. So we're going to go over to the Style tab, and it's not the background tab because the background is actually black. It's background overlay because we have a black that's behind it, and then we change the opacity so that the image is a little bit darker so that our text shows up. So in order to change the background, just click on this plus symbol in here, and you can now upload your files. So we're just going to click Upload Files, select Files, and then just navigate to the follow along images that I provided, and just go to Page Images. and we're going to do homepage background, which is 1800 by 1000 pixels. This is about the perfect size for this homepage image. So we're just going to open that, and you can click Insert Media. So you can change some of the settings down here. You've got the position, the size, and you can also do the opacity. So if you want to make it darker, you can do that here. I had it around a 7. And again, this is background overlay only for this homepage image, this top image. So that is how to change that background image. And now you can change this text by simply clicking on it right here, and you can edit it to whatever you want to say. So I can add an exclamation point. You could say new releases, you know, whatever you want to put. I'm just Control-Zing that. And you can also edit it here in this box as well. And you can also put a link on it, so if you click on it, it will take you to that link. You can change the size, so if I wanted it to be medium text, small, large, and then the heading 1. So heading 1 is your largest heading, all the way down to heading 6, which is your smallest, but changing these here won't change the size whenever you have this size set to small, medium, large, XL, or double XL. If it's on default, then those will change, but I have it set to large. As well as the alignment here, you can do left or right, which is pretty cool. Same with the text below it, the subtext, you can change it the same way. And now the button, so if you come over here and right click on here and click Edit Widget, you can now edit the button. So you can put whatever you want in here, so view, close, you know, whatever you'd like to put. Let's just go back to that. You can put the link here, so you can link to a different page on your site, or you can link to a whole different URL if you'd want, but you just take that hashtag out and put your link in there. And you can also change the size, so an extra small button, a large button, and so on, whatever you'd like to do. And you can also add an icon here, so you can look up whatever icons. Let's just say Facebook, just as an example. You can add that little Facebook icon. There's a bunch of choices in here, so just go nuts. And you can also change the style. So if you go to the style, you can change the typography. And again, you can do this for the heading as well. I forgot to mention that. But you just click on the typography pen, and you can go in here and select any font that you want. You can just type one in and find it. And you can change the size. So that's pretty huge. I'm just going to delete that, go back to default. And you can change the weight, you can do all sorts of stuff with it, the height, the letter spacing, you know, get creative with it, whatever you'd like to do. And if you click on that again, it will close out of that window, and you can select your text color. So I have this just set to default right now, which is a white, but you can select any color that you want. So it's changing that text right there. And you can also do the background color of the button, whatever you'd like to change it to. I had it set to black. And you can also click on hover, and whenever you hover over it, you can change those colors as well, which is pretty awesome. And you can also add an animation to it. So if I wanted it to grow a little bit, when I hover, it kind of pulses out. Let's see, what else? Sorry, here's a pulse. You can do all sorts of cool different animations, so just kind of flip through those. This is a reason why I really like Elementor. There's a lot of customization. You can add a border to it, a shadow to it, all this fun stuff. And again, you can change the typography of the header as well, just by going to style and doing the exact same thing. So we're just going to scroll down. Again, this is a header as well. You can change that. And now we're going to add images to these buttons here. So shop men, shop women. Changing these backgrounds is going to be a little different. So same thing, just click Edit Widget, right click and click Edit Widget. And you can change the text, which I showed you how to do earlier. But to change the background, we're going to go to Advanced. And under Advanced, you'll see Background. So this is a little different. We're not doing background overlay, and it's also not in Style. It's in the Advanced tab. So we're just going to add an image here and upload files, select files, and we're going to add the shop men, which is 900 by 500 pixels. So if you're creating your own images for these, I highly recommend downloading these images and mimicking the same sizes. So click open, insert media, and there we go. And we're going to change this other one as well. So same thing, right click, edit widget, and go over to advanced, and go down to background, and just click here, upload files, and we're going to click the shop women, which is the exact same size, and insert that as well. And I want to add, once in a while, you might want to click update. It will save your work, which is very helpful. It sucks to build an entire page and then lose all of your work because something happened. So you can also resize all this. So if you go down to responsive mode, it's this little computer symbol down here. You can click on mobile or tablet, and you can also look at how this is going to look on mobile. So right here, I don't really like the way it's just this guy's legs sticking out here. So maybe I want to change that. So in this mobile menu here, I'm just going to right click and click edit section. And I'm going to go over to style, background overlay, and instead of center, I'm going to change it to center right, so that this guy is more centered in that in this window now. So now I'm just going to go back to desktop. Actually, let's check the tablet real quick. So tablet looks pretty good, same thing. So I'll go back to desktop. Again, another reason why I love Elementor, you can edit for all devices. So let's scroll down, and now our latest products and our sale products, I'm going to show you how to set up your products soon. But basically I have this auto-coded so that when you create products or you put products on sale, all of the recent ones get put into this section. So again, I will show you that later. So scroll down, and we are going to edit these banners now. So these banners are just headings with backgrounds, so they work the same as the buttons. So just click edit widget, and then go up to advanced, background, and then just put an image in there. So we'll go to upload files, select files, and we're going to do banner image 1. Open, insert media, and same with the other one, edit widget, which again I'm right clicking, go to advanced, go down to background, put in an image, banner image 2, open. Again, those are 900 by 500 pixels as well. Go to insert media, and there we go. And I'll show you one extra setting that you can also play with. So let's just close this background here and go up to advanced. You can also add a little bit of a margin here, so if you don't want this to be flush with each other or against the window over here, you can add a little bit of margin. So just click this link button, and then you can just add some space to that. So that'll add some space there, and you should do the same to the other to keep it symmetrical. But I'm just going to take that off. I just want to show you that real quick. And next we're going to go down and change this video here. So right click on the pen, so if you right click here, you're going to activate the video. You want to right click up on this pen tool and then select edit widget. And you can change the video URL here. So it's set to YouTube. You can do Vimeo, Dailymotion, or self-hosted. Most videos are off YouTube, so I recommend YouTube. But you can just go into YouTube and grab a new URL and then just paste it in here, and it will change that video. And you can set your own custom start time and end time to it. You can do all these options here like autoplay or loop the video. You can get rid of the player controls so nobody can pause the video, all sorts of stuff. And again, let's click update to save our work. And if you'd like to change the size of this video, all you have to do is go up to advanced, and then you can just add your own custom margin to it. And that'll also make the video smaller. And just make sure that you have this link button checked, because if not, you're only going to change individual values like just the top or the bottom, etc. So link that. I'm just going to delete it because I like the size. And another fun trick that I forgot to tell you about on the text and pretty much anything really, you can do it with the video as well. But if you select the text, you can go to advanced and then go to an entrance animation. So right now I had this set to a fade in. So whenever you restart the page, it will fade. You can also add zooms, bounces, slides, all sorts of fun stuff. All right, so we're gonna go back down, And last but not least, we're going to change this banner here. So if I just click on that, it will go to our edit counter, or you can just do right click and then edit widget. And you can change the number. So if I wanted to do, let's say 23, 5, 6, 8, I don't know, anything, it will count up to that exact number. So I'm going to change that back. You can change the starting number, the speed at which it counts, and so on. And then you can change the title down here. So you can edit this however you want. And if you'd like to change the background of any of these sections, so this one's white, this one's kind of a light gray, and so on, you can do that just by clicking on the outside here, going to Edit Section, and then go over to Style. And on background, it's set to this light gray color, so you can change that as well to whatever color you'd like. Obviously, this doesn't look very good, so I'm going to put it back to D's across the board. There we go. And again, update. Got to get in the habit of that. Alright, I'm also going to show you how to make a footer down here, as well as a header with your own logo and everything. But first, we need to create some product categories. So let's go ahead and do that now. Make sure that this is updated, and then just go up to this little hamburger symbol up here and go to Exit to Dashboard. Alright, so step number 8 is to create product categories. Alright, so now we're just going to click on Products and then go to Categories. So we don't have any, so we're just going to start by making our first one. And these product categories are going to appear at the top of your page, so that when somebody goes to your website, they can go click on it and say, I want to shop men or women or so on. So we're going to start with men in the name section, and the slug is just going to be men. So the slug is what goes after this mcmason.com or your domain name .com/ and it'll say like shop/men or so on. So we're just going to put men, and parent category is none, and we're not going to add any description. We're going to do display type. So this is what you want to display on that page. So when somebody clicks on it, what I want to do is display subcategories. So if I go to a subcategory, like let's say shirts, then I would want to display products. But if we click on men, we want to see things like shirts, pants, accessories, and so on. So I'm just going to do subcategories. And then you can also add a thumbnail image if you'd like. And I'm just going to click Add New Category. Actually, you know what? We're going to go add a thumbnail to that right now. So just click on Edit right here underneath men, and go all the way down, and we're just going to add the same thumbnail image that we used on the home page. So just select that one and then click Use Image and just go to Update. Now back to categories, and let's create another one. So let's do women. Slug is women, and we're going to do display type subcategories, add an image, upload files, select files, media library, women, and add new category. We're also going to do accessories. Slug is accessories. Display type. This one I'm going to do products, because there's not a lot of subcategories to accessories. I mean, maybe you could do bracelets or sunglasses or things like that, but in this case I'm just going to leave it as products, because I only have a few accessory products that I want to display on that page. So let's just do products, and we're going to upload a new image that we don't have yet. So go to Upload Files, select Files, and instead of page images, we're going to go back and do product images, and we're just going to upload, let's say, this bracelet right here. That's an accessory. So open, and then go to Use Image, and then Add New Category. Alright, cool. So now we've got men, women, and accessories. We've got these base categories. So now we're going to add a few subcategories. So under men, we're going to do, let's say, shirts. And slug will be men's -shirts. And parent category is now going to be men, because we want it to show up underneath men. And then display type, we want it to be products, because once somebody goes to men, then they click on shirts, we now want products to show up on that page. So cool. And you can also add images to these as well. So we could just upload an image of a shirt. So just go to upload files, select files, and we'll just do this red shirt here. Click open, and then go to use image, add new category. So I'm going to do this again for pants. I'm going to do this for dresses for women and so on. So I'm just going to speed this up real quick. Alright, cool. So we've now created all of our categories and subcategories. So you notice here I've got one that does not have a thumbnail image. So let's say I need to go find an image. What I'm going to do is just go to a new tab and then type in pixabay.com. Click enter. And pixabay.com is all free images, so non-copyright, so you can use them as much as you want, and you can make money off of them and so on, and you're not going to get penalized for it. So you can search for anything, like let's say men pants maybe. Let's try that. And then we could just select an image. So I like this one right here. So then you can just go over to free download, and I'll just download, let's say, the 1280 by 853 and click download. So we can go back and we'll just go over to pants and shorts, click edit, and we'll go all the way down and just add in that new image. Click use image and then update. Alright, so now just go over to your website, and I'm just opening up in a new window. And if we were to click on a full category like men, or even men's shirts for instance, you'll see that our page has this sidebar right here, and we want to get rid of this. So to do that, just go up to customize, and then just scroll down to WooCommerce, and then go to archives. I know it's kind of a weird place for this. So all we want to do is change the layout to a full width, and there we go. So pretty quick and simple. So just click on publish, and we can go back to our category. So that is how to create product categories as well as get royalty-free images. So now step number 9 is to build a header, a menu, and a footer. So let's start with the header. So just go up to your website title and go to visit site. And I'm just going to close out of Pixabay. So instead of editing with Elementor, which is the page builder for all of this area right here, what we're going to do is use the Customize tab, because this is for the header, which is this white area at the top. It's got its own edit menu. So let's just go to Customize. Now, before we begin, I just want to explain that a header is a little different from a menu. So the header is basically the container. It's just this white area. And a menu is what we're going to put inside of the header, which is all the buttons that you click. So the menu is buttons that you'd click like men or women or accessories. So we're going to go ahead and get that set up right now. So first, we're just going to go over to header, and then we're going to go to general, and we're going to go to style and change it to medium. And it just added this search bar up here, and I'm also going to show you how to replace this with your own custom logo. But for now, we're just going to scroll down and you'll see elements positioning, and we're going to change it to logo first, and then social buttons, and then search form. But we're actually going to turn off social buttons because we're going to have our own social buttons on our footer. And you can turn off any of these just by clicking on the eyeball. And while we're still in this menu, we're also going to change the padding right here to about a 10 by 10. So just click this link button and then just highlight that and change it to 10, because we want it to be a little bit thinner. So if you notice, you can change it to be really small, which is a 0, or you can really boost it up to 44, which is huge. I'd say a 10 is a pretty good spot. So now just go up and go to this back arrow, go back one more time, and then just go down to menus right here. And we're just going to create a new menu with this button right here. So again, the menu is what's going to go underneath here. It's going to be all those buttons that you click. So we're just going to call this primary menu. Or actually, let's call it header menu so you don't get confused. And just go down and check on main. We want this to be our main header. And then just click on next. and we're going to add some items to this. So just click the Add Items button, and we are going to search for our product categories. So right now we're under Pages. So we're just going to close this little arrow, and we're just going to go down to Product Categories right down here and just expand that. So what we're going to do is add men, women, accessories, and then all of our subcategories. So we're just going to go down the list and add them all. And while we're here, we're also just going to close this product categories section, go up to Pages, and we're going to add My Account. And you could also add Cart if you want, or you could create your own page. So you could just type in a new page here, and you could add a new one. But I am not going to add cart because we've actually got a little symbol right over here, which is for your cart. So you can click on that and actually get to your cart page, and I will show you that later. So while we're here, we now have to categorize these correctly. So right now they're all showing up on our header right here in a row, and what we want is to be able to hover over men and get to a drop down of shirts, pants, etc. Same with women, we want to hover over it and get to dresses, swimwear, and so on. So in order to do this, let's just go up and publish our work so that it's saved, and we're just going to click on this X, and we're going to go back to our dashboard, and then just go all the way down to Appearance. Where's Appearance? Right there, Appearance, and we'll go to Menus. And now we're just going to restructure these by dragging and dropping. So we want, let's say, shirts to be a subcategory of men. So instead of being right underneath it, we're going to drag it to the right, and that is now a sub item. So we'll do the same with dresses for women, drag it to the right, as well as these other subcategories. So if you want to check and see which one the slug belongs to under pants and shorts or duplicates, just click on this arrow. And you can just go down and click on the original right here. Just open that up in a new window. And you'll see this is under the women's slug. So we'll close that and add this under women's. So that means we can add this other pants and shorts under men. So we'll do the same with swimwear. We'll just go down, open that up. That is also women's, so we're just going to close that. Drag that underneath women. So we'll add swimwear for men. We've got accessories and My Account. So this is looking pretty good now. So we'll just save menu. And then go back to our site. And we'll click on Customize again. So now you can see if we hover over these, we've got these subcategories in a drop-down menu, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to change a few more things to the style of this menu. So what we're going to do is go over to Header, then go over to General, scroll down, and we're going to change the menu height all the way down here to about a 40. We want that to be a bit smaller. And then we're going to change this menu items padding to about a 60 each. So make sure you click that link button and then highlight these and change them to 60. So we want these to be spread all the way out. So you can see if we decrease it, they get closer to the middle. And as we increase, they become all the way spread out. And 60 is actually the highest you can go. So let's go back to the header and we'll go to mobile menu. And we're going to change the mobile menu style to, instead of a sidebar, we're going to do a drop down. So now if you just go all the way down to the bottom right corner of this menu here and click on the phone, you can now see if we click on this, it comes as a drop down. So before it looked like this. So you could do that if you'd like. I'm not as much of a fan, so I'm going to go back to drop down. So let's just go back to desktop and we're going to publish our work. So that was how to create a menu for your header. Now I'm going to show you how to make a logo and put that on the header as well as your site identity. So instead of having this plain old text here that has the name of your company up there, we're going to replace it with a really cool logo. So in order to do this, just go to a new tab and just type in logo maker without the e.com and hit enter. And you can just skip this tutorial because I'm going to show you how to do it. So this interface is super easy to use. It's really clean. So what we're going to do is just go up to the top here, and you can browse by all these different categories of logos, and it gives you just almost an endless page of good, simple logos. And you can also type in any sort of keyword for whatever you're looking for. So for me, it's kind of a summer clothing company. I'm going to do like a wave, for instance, and just hit enter. And then you can scroll through all these different symbols, and the simpler that you stay, the better, because you really don't want a distracting logo. You just want something really clean and simple that your customer is going to remember, and every time they see it, they're going to associate good products with that symbol. So for me, I'm going to pick this square mountain wave symbol, and you can just resize it by just going up to one of the corners and just say drag to resize. You can resize that up. So I'm just going to drag that off to the left, and I'm also going to add some text just by clicking on this T, and I'm just going to type in Mick Mason, and I'm also going to make that black. So I am just going to go over to the color wheel, and you can drag around and select any color that you'd want. So with this outer wheel, or you can do the saturation with this inner one. So I'm just going to go all the way to black. And I'm just going to drag this up so I can see it. And you can also move it. So if you drag inside, so you got to click out, and then you can drag this whole title around anywhere you'd like. So in order to change the font family, you just go up to here to font category, and you can select all these different categories. So you've got fun and funky, and you can select all these crazy ones if you want. I'm not going to do that. I want this to be a very clean brand, so I'm just going to stick with simple and modern, or maybe something like traditional, but let's see what's in simple and modern. And we'll go down to the font family, and let's just pick something real nice and clean. I'm going to go with something like Open Sans Extra Bold. So this is kind of bold. I want my text to be equally as bold. So if you have a really thin logo, you're going to want thinner text. So let's just drag that and resize this so it's about the same. We'll drag that up a little more. We'll select them both and move it over. Actually, I'm going to make this a little smaller. Alright, so there we go. That was really simple. So what we want to do is just go up to this little Save Logo button. We'll click that, and you've got option 1 where you can buy it. It comes as a vector file, so you can scale it as high as you want without losing quality, and it's just $19. Or you can do option 2, which is free, and all you got to do is credit Logo Maker. So it'll just say download and agree to give credit. So we'll just do that. And while we're here, we're also going to make a white one. So let's just exit out, select both of these, drag the color to white, and then go up to Save Logo and do the exact same thing. Download and agree to give credit. And now we're going to go back to our website and put the black logo up on our header. So in order to do this, just go back and just go over to Logo, and you can just select Logo, upload that file, just go back to the follow along images. If you're following along, go to Logos, and we're going to do the long logo black, open, and go to select, and you can just skip cropping. And we've got our logo up here now. It's a little huge, so let's make that a bit smaller. So just go over to max width. So we're going to go down to about a 200. So I'm actually just going to type in 200, and you can also do this by height as well, but I'm just going to leave that back at the default. Actually, I'm going to put that at about a 30. There we go. Click Publish. Now we're just going to go back, and we're also going to add our site identity, which is what this little gator symbol is right here. We're going to change that to our own logo. So just go back again, and we're going to go over to site identity at the top, and we're just going to select an image, upload files, select files, and we're just going to take this square black logo, open it, and click select. Skip cropping, and there you go. So now we've just changed that to our own logo, so if anybody's on our tab, this is what will pop up on their browser. And again, click Publish. And you can also change your site title and your tagline. So right now it is McMason, which is fine by me. You can change it to whatever you'd like. I'm also going to add a tagline. So I'm just going to say summer clothing. I'm just going to leave it at summer clothing because what we want to do is hit keywords. So the site title and the tagline are what could pop up in Google. So you want these to be keywords that people are searching. So clothing is a good keyword, as well as summer clothing is a good keyword phrase. So go ahead and click publish. Alright, so now it's time to set up our footer. And I actually made this footer for you and I included it in the downloads. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so we're just going to click on this little X so that we can go back to our dashboard. And let's just go back to dashboard. So from here, just go down to Elementor and then just go to My Templates. And we're going to import a new template. So go to Choose File. And we're going to go to the Elementor templates and we're going to do Footer, eCommerce, Create a Pro Website. Open. And then just select Import Now. Alright, cool. So we just added our footer over here. So from here, we're just going to scroll down and go to Theme Panel and then just go over to My Library. And from here, just click on Add New. Now we're going to just call this Create a Pro Website Footer. Now we're just going to go down and make this content layout 100% full width. And then just go up and click Save Draft, or you could publish it, either one. And then just go to Edit with Elementor. Alright, cool. So here is where we're going to import our new template. So just go to Add Template with this little folder icon. Go to My Templates, and there is our footer. So we're just going to insert that. Import the document settings. Yes, we want to do that. And it is actually not going to be spaced like this. It's actually going to look a little more like that, minus this darker area at the bottom. So we're just going to open that back up and click Publish. Now go up to this little hamburger icon and go to Exit to Dashboard. Now we're just going to add that to all of our pages. So let's just go up to Visit Site, and we're going to click on Customize. Now just scroll all the way down and go to Footer Widgets. And there's going to be a bunch of settings here. You can kind of ignore all of these, and the only thing we really want to look at is this Select Template area and one other thing. But for now, click Select Template and go to CAPW Footer. Cool. So now if we go all the way down, you can see we've now got our footer, but it looks a little bit funny still. So we're going to fix that. And it's real quick. So all you got to do is uncheck Add Container, which makes it full width. And then just simply check this link values button on the padding and just change the padding to 0. And there we go. So now we've got this nice clean footer, and we've also got our copyright here at the bottom, which is really cool. And if you'd like to change that, just go back up, click on the back arrow, then just go down to Footer Bottom, right underneath Footer Widgets, and you can change that here. So we could just do McMason, copyright, let's just say 2018. So there we go, and it's updated down here. Now I'm just going to show you real quick how to edit these things to make it your own. So just click on Publish, click on the X. Now just go back to the dashboard. And we're going to go all the way down again to Theme Panel and My Library. This is where we added that footer template. So we're just going to select that or click on it. Now just do Edit with Elementor. So what we're doing here is editing the individual footer page and not the entire home page. So the footer and our home page are two separate things. But just like the home page, you can actually click on any of these, just right click and do Edit Widget, and you can change all of the text. If you do this widget right here, if you right click and edit on the links here, it's an icon list. So you can actually just click on whichever one of these you want, like My Cart, and you can change the name here. You can also add a completely different symbol here if you'd like. and you can put the link. So you'll want to link, none of these are linked right now. You're gonna wanna link these to your cart, to your account, and so on. And you can also go up to style, and then just go down to icon or text. You'll have to do them both if you're changing the colors, but you can change the colors here. So the text color is kind of this light gray. You can change it to whatever you'd like. Or the hover over color, I have it kind of set as a light blue. You can change that. And as well as the font if you click on typography. And you can do that for all of these items. Now if you'd like to change this logo here to your own, just right click and edit widget. And you can just choose a different image right here. And you can also change the image size. So I have it set to full. You could change it to any one of these sizes or do custom, and you can actually enter in your own values. So I'm going to go back to full. And this button, if you want to change that, just right click, edit widget, and you can add a whole different link. So I put subscribe there just as kind of a filler template. You could make it any other button that you'd like, as well as change that icon here as well. I have it set to an envelope, as well as change that icon here as well. Same with your social icons and so on. It's all kind of the same. You just right click, edit widget, and you can change all these. You can actually add text so that it's not just the symbols, but all pretty quick and simple to make your own. And once you change it here, it will change throughout all of your pages. Awesome, so let's just click on update. So next is the step that you've probably all been waiting for. It is step 10, create products. Alright, cool, so let's do this. So let's just go up to this little hamburger thing and go to exit to dashboard. So from here, just head on over to products and then go to add new. So there are a few different types of products that we can make. Number one is a simple product, and a simple product is probably what you'll use most often. I'll get into it in a minute. And number two is a variable product. So a variable product is if you need to change like a shirt size or color as a customer. Number three is a grouped product. So that's many products combined into one sale. And number four is the affiliate link products. So let's get started with a simple product. So for our first simple product, we're just gonna make a black and white bracelet. Real simple. I already have the image laid out for you as well. So if you'd like to add a description of the product here, you can. I'm just going to insert some dummy text. And this is the long description of the product. Now if you go down, you actually have a product short description all the way at the bottom. So we could just say this is a super awesome bracelet. Now going back up, let's just clean this area up a little bit and get rid of the Ocean WP settings. Just close that and you'll see product data here. So we're already on simple product. If you're not, then make sure you're on simple product, and if it's virtual you can check that here. So we're just going to set a price for this. So we will just say that this is a $24 bracelet, and let's just say the sale price is $19. So when you have a sale price, it'll actually X out the regular price and show the sale price. And when you create a sale price product here, you will actually have these automatically added to your home page under the sale products section. You can determine your taxes down here, and if we go over to inventory, you can set a SKU number. You can manage your stock. So if you check this, you can actually tell it how many you have in stock. So we'll just say we have 20 left in stock, and this will actually show up on the page whenever somebody goes to that product. You can allow back orders or not allow them. And if we go over to shipping, you can determine its weight and dimensions. So we'll just say that this is a 0.5 pound bracelet. That might be heavy, but I don't know. And we'll just do, these are in inches by the way, we'll just do these dimensions as, I don't know, 4 by 4 by 4. And now just go over to linked products. And here we have upsells and cross sells. So I'm going to explain those. A customer will see an upsell whenever they go to that product to go check out, and an upsell is basically just a higher end version of that product. So in this case, I could create an upsell for an even better bracelet. It's a little bit more expensive. while a cross-sell is whenever they're actually in the checkout page and about to check out all of their items, and it will promote a completely different product. So upsells happen on the individual product page, and cross-sells happen on the checkout page. It's just a way to say, hey, you're about to check out. Do you want to buy maybe one more thing? Cool, so you can actually add those in here, and you would just type in the product that you want to look for. Right now we don't have any made, so we're just going to leave these blank. Now we're going to skip attributes for now because we're going to get into that in the variable products, and we're just going to go over to advanced, and you can add a purchase note like thank you for ordering or so on. And you can also determine if you want to enable reviews for this product, which are the like 5-star ratings that people can leave, because your product is going to be awesome. So moving on over to product image, we can now set this product image. So we're going to just click that, and we're going to go up to upload files, select files, and we're just going to go up to where we have our images. So go to follow along images, we're going to go to product images, and we're going to do black and white bracelet, which is 600 by 600 pixels, which is about the perfect size for a WooCommerce image thumbnail. So click open. And now set product image. Alright, cool. So right above that, you can now add product tags. So if somebody typed into the search bar on your website, they can type in bracelet, for instance, and get a bracelet. So we're just going to type in bracelet, and we're going to add that. And we'll say maybe accessories, and add that, and so on. You could add as many as you'd like. Now we're just going to add these to categories. So this is very important. If you don't add it to a category, it's just going to show up in this uncategorized section, which is not very sexy to look at on your website. So we're just going to add this bracelet to the accessories. And let's just go ahead and add it to men and women as well, just for the heck of it. So now just click publish. Alright, so before we move on to variable product, let's just go check on that. So let's just go over to visit site and open that up in a new tab. And if we scroll all the way down, you will see it just automatically shows up in our latest products. And you can see we've got the sale price here, we've got our categories that it's in, as well as the name, and they can just add it to cart here, or they can click quick view as a customer. And you can see that we've now got our product, and you can just add as many of them as you'd like, and it also shows how many we have in stock. Awesome. So let's go back and do a variable product. Alright, so just go up to add new, and we are just going to call this, let's say, baseball tee. I'm going to add some dummy text, and I'll go down, and you could add a short description. So this is a 100% cotton baseball tee. I don't know. You can add whatever you'd like. Now, going back up, let's make sure that this is changed to a variable product. That is very important. So we just lost our pricing, but we're actually going to set the price depending on the attributes. So we're going to go over to first, let's do linked products. So now that we have that other product, we can set that bracelet as a cross-sell. So when they go to the checkout page, we will be like, hey, you want to buy this bracelet? So we'll do black, and it should pop up. There it is, black and white bracelet. Just select that. Now here is the fun part. So go over to attributes, and we're just going to add a new attribute. So we're going to do a size attribute. So just click add, and we're just going to name this size. And it says enter some text or attributes, separating it with this little symbol here. And that symbol is right above the enter key, and you have to hold shift in order to get it. So we're just going to add small, there we go. And that symbol, we'll do medium, that symbol, and large. And we're just going to click use for variations. Make sure that you click that. And we're going to add another one, and we're going to call this one color. And again, we'll do red and use that symbol to separate. We'll do green, use that symbol, and we'll do a blue. And make sure you click used for variations. Now just click on save attributes, and then just head on over to variations, and we're just going to add a new variation. So just go over to create variations from all attributes and then click on go. And what this is going to do, just click yes. It says, are you sure you want to link all these variations? Just click on OK. It's going to take all these attributes and make combinations out of all of them. So a small red, a small green, and a small blue, as well as medium and large. So 9 variations added, OK. And there we go. So small red, small green, small blue, medium red, and so on. So now we have to set images and prices for all of these. So what you need to do is just go up to whatever the row is for the small red and just expand that. And you can add your SKU number, all the same stuff here. You can do the weight and the dimensions. So we're just going to set a price. We're just going to call this $30 and we'll do a sale price of $24. And to add an image, just go over here and click on upload an image. And then select upload files. Actually, wait, we already have that red one in there. So we'll just click on that red shirt because we added that earlier in the tutorial. So do set variation image. And now just to stay organized, we're going to close this and we're going to go down to the next one, small green. Again, same thing. We're going to do regular price of 30, sale price of 24. We want all these shirts to be the same price. We don't want somebody to get gypped just because they chose a green shirt or a medium shirt, for instance. So also add the image. So go up to upload files, select files, and we're just going to add that green shirt. Click open, and then set variation image. Close that, and we'll do the blue. Same thing, 30. Sale of 24, upload an image, upload files, select files, blue one, and set variation image. And now we'll close that one. Now I'm just going to speed up and do all of these right now. Alright, there we go. So a little bit tedious, so the more variations that you have, the more of that you're going to have to do. So keep that in mind. So just go over to Save Changes. Now we are going to go do our product image over here. So let's just set the product image. And this is our base image. I'm just going to pick the red one. And we'll also do our tags. So we'll just say shirt, add. We can do baseball, tee, add. And we'll do our categories. So here it's important whenever you create a product to not only add it to the subcategory of shirts, which is under men, but to also add it to the men category. So if somebody clicks on men, it may show up with all of those products if you choose to show products under the men page, which again you can edit in the product categories section. So let's go over to publish. And let's go check out that product. So just go over to your main homepage and let's just click visit site, and I open that up in a new window. And then scroll down and there it is. There's our new product. So if we just go to select options, so you can kind of zoom in on it, you can select the different options here, and you're probably thinking, well, why does this page look so terrible? There's this big old column over here that we don't even want. And where's our different colors? So if I choose green, why doesn't it go to green? Well, let's go fix that. So just go back to our page with our baseball tee, and in order to make that a full width page, what you need to do is go to Ocean WP settings, which we closed earlier, and expand that again, and you'll see content layout. Just change that to a full width, not 100% full width, because then your product, your shirt will be all the way up against the side of your window here. We just want it to be a regular full width. And in order to get the different colors, we need to set a product gallery. So if you go to add product gallery images, what you want to do is select the other two. So the regular product image is the red. We want the green and the blue to be added as well. So if you hit Control and hold it down and then select both, you can select both of those at the same time and then click Add to Gallery. And you can also change their order just by dragging and dropping. And these actually go in order. So we want to actually drag the green first so that it goes red, green, blue. And I'll just go up to Update. And now I'll go over and refresh this other page. Alright, so we've got our new page over here. It looks a lot better, it's more centered, and we can also select a size and do a color. So we'll do green, and it changes to green, same with blue. And it is very important that you make sure you have small or medium or large selected before you select the color. So if you have both of these set to choose an option and you just go to color, it's not going to do anything. You actually have to select a size. But it's alright because they can't even add it to their cart without selecting a size, like medium or large. So that is how to create a variable product. So now I'm going to show you how you would create a grouped product and an affiliate product. So let's just go over to add new. And let's just say our grouped product would be an entire collection of shirts. So we'll just say the summer collection. And you can add in a description here. And again, make sure that your settings are on a full width. And go down and change this to a grouped product. So you've got the same inventory as simple and variable. And if you go over to linked products, you can now put whatever products you want to put into this group. So I could just say that shirt, it was called baseball tee. And I can add that, and if I had 2 or 3 more shirts, I could add those in as well. And you can also add attributes to this, exactly the same as variable products, and set prices like that. And as everything else, you can do a short description, your images, your tags, and categories. So I don't actually have any images to put in this, so I'm not going to publish that, but that is how to make a grouped product. And we'll just refresh this page. And we'll just say reload, because we're not going to save those changes. Alright, so here we will do our affiliate link. And an affiliate link is basically just taking somebody else's product and selling it for them, and then they give you a commission for bringing in the sale. So to do this, you could just create your product name. So let's say I sell web hosting through HostGator, for instance, which I actually do. So I'll just put HostGator web hosting. And you can also add in your description, same thing. And if you go down, make sure that this is in full width, don't forget. And if you go down, change this to a affiliate link, so external/affiliate. And you can add in the URL here. So when you sign up with an affiliate program, you'll be given a affiliate link. So I'm just going to add mine in here. Paste that. And you can also change the button text, so it'll say buy product. You could also do get hosting, I don't know, whatever you want to put. And you can set the price here, we'll just say $1 for now. And I'll do a description here, so I'll just say 60% off web hosting. Don't miss out. And then you can do your product images and your tags and so on. So I'll just set a quick product image here. Just go up to upload, select, desktop, set product image, and then make sure you put in your tags and your categories, and then just click on publish. Now we'll just go over to our site and preview this. So here you can see it, and we can just click on get hosting, and it just took us directly to that link that I put in there. Or if you go back, you can also click on the image, and it'll take us to our own separate page for this as well. So that was how to create products for your e-commerce website. So step number 11 is to publish your website. So whenever you're ready to publish on any page, you should have this message right here that says you're currently displaying a coming soon page. Whenever you're ready to launch, just click here. So just click here. Cool, so once that's published, let's just go take a look at our site. Alright, so our site is completely done. It looks awesome, and these images here, the ones that have galleries, they actually change to other images. So that's pretty cool. And you've got your sale products. Most likely not all of your products will be on sale like mine are. So you'll have different products here in the sale products and different products under latest. And the other awesome thing is that this whole thing resizes for mobile, perfectly. So like that, we can scroll down and see all of our products perfectly aligned, which is really cool. Even our video here and our counter, everything is looking awesome. So that was how to make an e-commerce website. Thank you guys for sticking around through the whole tutorial. I know it was a long one, but before you go, every new subscriber that I get to my channel helps my tiny channel blossom into something decent. So please subscribe if you haven't already, or give this video a like if you found it helpful. Alright guys, see you on the next video.